Alright, welcome back to another video, guys. This one is gonna be about which killers I can kill slash survive if I was with them in real life. So starting off, we have the Trapper. He is an area control killer, and he knows how to hide his traps in a way that makes them undetectable, 99%. I guarantee you he would absolutely kill me because he knows what he's doing with the traps, and I would be too busy about trying to run away from him instead of looking down at my feet. And yes, I would be looking down at my feet while I'm also trying to get away from him, but when you're trying to do two things at once and run away from a murderous killer, yeah, you're not going to be focusing on where you're going to run to. You're just going to be panicking. And so, yeah, that is why I would not survive against the Trapper. So next up is the Wraith, and I also would not be able to survive against him because he can turn invisible, and that little cloak effect that you see when he is invisible is very hard to tell at certain times. Plus, he can cover the bell so that way it's quieter and you can't hear as good. And so if I'm trying to run away from him, I guarantee you he would make his bell quieter so I can't hear it, and then he would sneak attack me. I believe I could honestly survive against the Hillbilly because, for one, as you can see, his visibility is very low, and I'm pretty sure he's not one of the smartest killers, and he can barely walk fine in game. He can only walk fine when he is running at full sprint, and even then he's slow to turn and stuff. So when he's running at me with the chainsaw, all I have to do is move aside quick enough so that way he is too slow to move aside in time, and then I can hurt his other leg so that way he has two bad legs, and then once he's weak enough I go for his arm so he can't hold his chainsaw anymore, and then I use the chainsaw to kill him. Now I know what you're all thinking. Oh, Nurse would be an easy killer to win against. She would be so easy to kill, I could honestly take her on in a fight 1v1. But here's the thing. In game, she is a very tough killer. If you know how to use Nurse right, she can be a very powerful and scary killer because she can quickly move through walls and literally move through the ground. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can be in the basement with her and phase through up the basement and into the ground above. So yeah, honestly, I believe she could kill me because yes, she is slow, but she knows how to use her power right, and she knows how to kill and how to do things at the right time. So yes, I believe she is strong enough to kill me. If you don't know how Russians are, they are drunk, they ride bears, and they are strong and scary. And Huntress is almost all of that. She is fast, and she knows how to scare people, and she has crazy good accuracy with her hatches. Plus, she killed a moose or elk or something as a kid with her mom before her mom died. So she's already been killing basically her entire life. And so, yeah, she would definitely kill me. Now, I don't even know why I have to talk about this, but I will anyway since he is a killer in Dead by Daylight. Yeah, I am not killing Michael Myers. I'm not even putting a scratch on him. The Hag eats people, and she can use spells and stuff to make multiple clones of her. So all she would have to do is trick me into thinking 5 different clones of her are the real her, like a sort of Doctor Strange thing, and the real one which would be her, would come out in like a secret spot and she would kill me and eat me. The doctor is a professional at torture of the mind and pain. He would just use his little static power and would instantly know where I am. If you've ever played against Doctor, then you know that no matter what build you use, no matter what map it is or add-ons, Doctor is an easy win for anybody of any skill and against any type of survivor, good or bad. Now here's another one that I would absolutely win against, and here's why. Yes, Leatherface does know how to use this chainsaw to kill people, and he is fast, but I will use the darkness to my advantage, and with that advantage, I will be stealthy, and I will use his dumbness against him, because we all know he is not the brightest killer, and Hillbilly is honestly a lot smarter than him, and so yeah, I would just use the darkness to my advantage and his dumbness against him. Now, Freddy Krueger is a dream killer, meaning he's strongest in your dreams and when you are asleep and weakest. And when you're asleep, he can kill you in your dreams and you can't do anything about it because he has the full control. But based on the recent movies, if you pull him into the awakened world, then he is weaker and you are stronger. And that is exactly the strategy I would use to fight him. I would use the awakened world against him because he is just a normal person in the awakened world and I can easily kill him. Amanda Young worked with Jigsaw, but if you did see Saw 4, then you know that she is not the best listener and she's not the best killer because she likes to do whatever she wants and not what is the right thing to do. And so she would be thinking she's doing the right thing, like putting a bear trap on my head, but little does she know that I'm not going to be one of those dumb people in Saw, and I'm going to act quickly to escape, and then once I'm escaped, I will use her dumb, selfish thinking against her. So like if she had a gun, I would just persuade her to think that she's weak and that she has the upper hand, but at the last moment I would have the upper hand and I would just shoot her with her own weapon. Clown is very big and he might be very strong, but he does not seem like the type of guy who can run and at least speed walk for long durations because he is overweight and his only weapon is a tiny little knife and some bottles of like poisonous gas or whatever, and those can easily be dodged. Like if he's throwing them forward, all you have to do is dodge left or right and don't inhale those toxic fumes and you could easily survive him. And obviously the best option would be going for his stomach, because if you go for his stomach, he's just gonna bleed out, and that's a lot of blood, plus his intestines will fall out, and yeah, he will be very weak if you actually find out a way to cut him. And another easy way to cut him would be just to grab his own broken bottle glass and use that. Now, if you have read the Spirit's lore, then you know that she doesn't really like to kill, and she only kills because the entity makes her, and because she is killing to find her father who murdered her and her mother, and she doesn't understand that all of these survivors had nothing to do with her or her mother's death, but she does it anyway because the entity makes her. Now, what I would do is not try to fight her. I would try to befriend her because I know that she just wants somebody to trust and she wants answers to her death, and I could probably cheer her up and give her some sympathy she really needs. Now, this is an odd one considering that there's 4 of them, but I'm just gonna take it like I'm fighting all 4 of them at one time. So I think that I could take on all 4 of them, maybe, because Susie is really nice and she only kills because Frank does it. And so if I'm nice to her and I'm her friend, then she might not want to kill me. And I don't know about Joey, if he likes to kill or not, but I know that Julie and Frank like killing, so maybe they would actually beat me, and because they have 4 members and I'm 1, I would be outnumbered and they could easily kill me. I don't understand the red puke that comes out of the plague's mouth. Maybe it's blood, maybe it's like a sort of lava, but whatever it is, it does hurt you, and she can puke on people like on will instantly. And I don't know whatever type of plague she has, but I can promise you I would not want to get infected by it, because just look at her. It killed her and turned her into that monster that you're looking at on the screen right now. I do not want to end up like her, so my best bet would just be to bring a water bottle or something to clean myself off with, because yeah, she is definitely going to infect me and I'm definitely going to be killed by the plague. Now I know what you're thinking. Oh, Ghostface isn't bad. You've clearly never seen a Ghostface movie if you think that he's such a good killer. But here's the thing. He is not like any of those other Ghostfaces, because he is his own character and he is better at killing because he knows how to kill right and he knows how to kill without being caught. If you don't believe me, just read some of the charms and add-ons and stuff that he comes with. But here's the thing. I would not need to fight him because I would just be chilling and hanging out with him, and I would become his bro because I know what he likes, and we would just hang out with each other. Like all animals, they can be domesticated and tamed. Dustin did this with the baby Dart, and I'm pretty sure you can do it with an adult too. All you have to do is assert your dominance, and they will follow you like a dog or like any animal would. And so all I would have to do would just be scare him enough so he knows not to mess with me, and then boom, I am the top dog and he obeys me now. This dude is a literal demon samurai who has killed thousands of people just because he didn't like their name calling. I don't care who you are, this dude is killing you, just even if you look at him wrong. The Death Slinger is like hundreds of years old, and he has a very heavy limp, and without his leg brace, he probably couldn't walk. But despite these health issues and old age, he has very good aim with his weapon that he even created himself, and I'm sure he could modify it to make it even better, but I'm pretty sure he could definitely kill me because I could be far away from him and he could just reel me in closer and then kill me like that. Pyramid Head, by the way he kills in game, is not that loyal to the entity, and he could care less how bad the entity hurts him and punishes him for it. But I'm pretty sure if I helped him disobey the entity and tried making plans to escape the entity with him, he might just in fact help me survive. I don't know much about the Blight's backstory because I didn't really care to read it, but if I know anything about the Blight, is that Blight serum only does bad things to people when it's injected into them. Sure, it can be modified into a safer solution, but most of the time, it transforms you into a monstrous evil beast or just straight up kills you. So, if that stuff even got on me, I guarantee you it would burn my skin like acid and it would hurt really bad. From what I know about the twins' lore, is that they only killed people who messed with them. So if I leave them alone, they won't mess with me and we'll both be fine. If you know me, you know I am a very big fan of the Trickster and what he does. So personally, it would be an honor to die from his hand and be forever remembered as a piece in his music. But I kind of think he does care about his fans in a way because he wouldn't be doing all of this stuff just for fun. I think he does it because he loves his fans. So I would just prove to him I'm a fan and I can help him with his music, and he might actually let me help him. Yeah, nobody is killing the Nemesis unless you are Jill Valentine. I'm sorry, but that's just the truth. I don't really know much about him, but I can probably say he would definitely kill me somehow, or just torture me for all eternity. Again, I don't know much about the artist, or why she kills, but I'm pretty sure she kills because like her brother died and then she was attacked. But I have no business with that, so maybe she wouldn't kill me, but she probably would because the entity makes her kill. But yeah, this has been how I can survive killers and how I cannot survive killers. If you have any video ideas, then comment them below. If you agree or disagree, then comment below. And be sure to like and subscribe. I try to post videos every day, and there are always going to be videos of random stuff that I like. So I don't really have plans for this channel, and if you're coming to this channel for a specific reason, like for gaming or stuff like that, I post whatever I want, so I can't promise anything.